Okay, here we are in New London, Wisconsin, and just after the premiere of the Somewhere in Time movie, which was absolutely fabulous, and I'm with Jo Addie from the Somewhere in Time fan club. And in fact, what is the official name for that?
The fan club is called INSITE, INSITE, which stands for the International Network of Somewhere in Time Enthusiasts.
Wow, that's terrific. It's just a fabulous movie, and I believe you were in some of the scenes. How was it being on the set of Somewhere in Time?
Well, it was absolutely a dream in reality, because not only was I able to wear 5 beautiful original genuine costumes from the film, but what was really special to me was watching the love and devotion that was poured into every frame of this movie. I've worked on other sets after that, but I've never seen the love and the devotion that this crew and this cast put into this movie. They all believed in the project, and they really devoted themselves to it. The crew worked for scale. People all like cut their salaries to work on this film. They really wanted to have it made, and actually it was a miracle that it was ever made, and everything they needed was on that island. So it was a very serendipitous situation, and all of that's detailed in the book about the making of the film, and we have a wonderful website for people to check out too.
Yeah, yeah. And as far as how did the organization get formed? Just people writing in, or?
Actually, a wonderful man by the name of Bill Shepard from California felt that it was his ultimate favorite film of all time, and he felt that there's no way that he could be the only one that loved this movie.
Yeah.
So he actually put a small ad in a movie collectible journal and asked if there was anyone else out there that loved the movie. And the response he got about 50 responses within 2 weeks. That gave him a clue that there was other people out there, it was worth starting a fan club, so he did. And it's been 11 years now, and he turned the reins over to me after 9 years, 2 years ago. So this is our 11th year, and we've published 600 pages on this movie. We produce a beautiful, high-quality 20-page quarterly journal. And we've had so much fun, having events and honoring and celebrating this movie. The cast and the crew come and join us for this, and they share their intimate memories and stories of working on the film, and we have a wonderful time.
Oh, that's great. And I believe it's you're annually up in Mackinac Island, the Grand Hotel.
That's right.
Now you're friends with Christopher Reeves. How was it working on, meeting Christopher Reeves?
Well, I have to tell you that Chris is the most positive thinking person I've ever met. He literally exudes positive energy, and he has an ebullient, wonderful spirit about him. He loves to dive into projects. He gives his all. He's an enthusiastic, has a lovely, I'd like to say, a childlike quality, not childish, childlike, that enthusiasm, and it just infuses everything he does. And so I think that since he's always been that way, people, of course, have seen a lot more of his spirit in the last few years after his accident. But he has always been, he literally has what I would say is that elusive quality of magnetism. If anyone has it, he has it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's a marvelous, marvelous promoter of this film. He absolutely loves this film, and this is the film he's the most grateful for of any film he's ever done. He just said to me a couple of weeks ago at the New York premiere of Somewhere in Time that he's more grateful for this film and the fact that the fans found it, the fans championed it, even though the pundits, were unduly cruel to it, and that they championed the movie and made it what it is today. And he takes a lot of pride in that.
Right. And I believe some of the proceeds of the sales of collectibles go towards his foundation.
Yes, as a matter of fact, that's one of the reasons why I became the Universal Studios licensee for the film, because when Somewhere in Time was made, it was just before home video was an issue, so Chris's contract did not include getting any royalties from the sales of videos or rentals, which have been phenomenal. Yeah, the movie was a great success on video, but Chris never got to share in it. And so after his injury, I was particularly pained by that, and I wanted to do something for him. So I decided that if I created a collectibles line that, and I could get his image on it, that everything on which his image appeared would earn him royalties. And Jane Seymour as well.
Yeah.
And so I engineered it that way, and Chris was very, and both Chris and Jane were very cooperative. And so I created the line so that Chris would get royalties on everything he's pictured on, and he donates all of his royalties to Spinal Cord Research. And so the money's going to a good cause, and that's a really good feeling.
Oh, that's great. And a number or the website that people can find information about this?
Our website is www.somewhereintime.com. pair, as a pair of lovers, PAIR.com.
Oh, great. And one final question, seeing the movie, how did you feel when you actually saw the movie in its completion?
Well, I'll tell you, I've seen this movie probably about 60 sometimes, and it never fails to move me. It is the most beautiful, I think, the most romantic love story ever filmed. And even though I worked on it and I saw it from, in a way behind the scenes, every time I watch the movie, I'm completely immersed in the story. So it completely consumes me, and I love the story. And I think that everyone who gives this movie the second chance that it's getting now, and tells others about it, is doing all of us a great favor, because this movie would have been completely lost and forgotten. And now it's getting that second chance that we've always felt it deserves. And we'd like to introduce it to a whole new generation of young people. How else are young people going to ever learn what classic romance is all about? And this movie really does that. I mean, there's a lot of movies today that are dark and sordid and twisted, and these sexual encounters that masquerade as love. This movie is of a higher order. This movie talks about love in the pure, more ideal sense, and I think it promotes true love and commitment, and that's the kind of thing that we champion the film for. This is the kind of entertainment we enjoy, and that's the kind of entertainment we'd like to have the studios make more of. And that's one of the main reasons why we champion this movie. And in the meantime, we're having a lot of fun honoring it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Jo, I want to thank you. That was excellent turnout, excellent movie. Great that you were part of it, and thank you very much for taking time for this interview.
My pleasure.
The man of my dreams has almost faded now.
And what man is that, miss?
The one I have created in my mind. The sort of man each woman dreams of in the deepest and most secret reaches of her heart. I can almost see him now before me. What would I say to him if he were really here? Forgive me. I've never known this feeling. I've lived without it all my life. Is it any wonder then I failed to recognize you? You brought it to me for the first time. Is there any way that I can tell you how my life has changed? Any way at all to let you know what sweetness you have given me? There is so much to say. I cannot find the words, except for these. I love you.